of his depth massively. I don't like Liverpool. I don't like Man City, but I admire and respect Pep Guardiola and Jurgen Klopp. So don't come at me about agendas when I don't like the England coach and I'm English. Every part of me wants to like England because I'm English and I want England to do well. So if I'm not a big fan of the English manager, but I respect and like a rivals manager like Jurgen Klopp, it just tells you how bad I think Southgate is.
Respect what Goldbridge is saying here. Going to listen to more of it now. Hit like buttons, please. Subscribe, turn on bell notifications, and of course, follow us on TikTok where there is exclusive content every day for you. Scan the QR code on the screen or click on the link in the description below. But back to the GOAT.
So he's come out with comments after the England win over Scotland last night, talking about how the media, fans and whatever else criticising Maguire are ridiculous, basically publicly saying that there is a hate campaign of bullying against Harry Maguire. And that's the England manager, right? Disgrace. He should be forced by the FA to retract that statement and apologise to English fans. Because what he's basically saying is everybody else is an idiot, despite spelling out logically why they don't want Maguire to play for England, and he is a genius, and therefore he is calling us all haters and idiots because he knows best. Ridiculous, absolutely disgusting comments, and he should be called out on it.
Goldbridge is spot on here. He could not be more right. And I get why he's angry. I get why he's ranting. I get why he's fuming. Because Southgate is essentially, he's almost kind of trying to pull a victim card here. You're almost saying you're bullying Maguire. There's no reason for the criticism. I've never seen this type of reaction to a player. And look, some of it is pantomime based. Listen to the Arsenal fans when he came on against United, cheering. The Scots cheering every time he got the ball. Every time he went to pass it, there was the "Woo!" And that led to a catastrophic mistake. Comes on for Man United. Concede those 2 goals very late on. We weren't as stable once he came onto the pitch. You could throw Johnny Evans into that as well, but Maguire's part of it. The man's confidence is shot to bits. He should not be in the limelight for England. He shouldn't be starting for England with his form and lack of starting at United. He also should have opted to leave United and get regular first-team football. That would have relieved all the stress. If he goes to West Ham, he doesn't get booed and jeered anymore. It's because he's the ex-United captain, the world record holding price for a centre-back. Maybe that's been broken now, but he had that title, and he's flopped. And the likes of Southgate are doing Maguire absolutely no good at all by acting like he is some victim of overanalysis, terrible punditry and bullying from fans, when this isn't the case at all. He should not be in the England team, and England supporters have absolutely every right, every single right to demand.
Wait for it, 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 wait for it.
You conceptualize a challenge in people's minds. Some people would say it's to win something for Spurs. Others might say to get Daniel's objective of getting inside the top 4. What is the challenge?
The challenge is, for me, the same everywhere, to get the team to play a certain kind of football that gives its own fans and punters something to get excited about on a weekly basis and bring success to the club. There's no other reason I do what I do. It doesn't matter where I've been. I want to
win something, maybe. Angie?
Bring success to this football club, play in a certain way.
Okay.
That never changes. I'm uncompromising in that. And success for me is winning things.
Oh, I'm glad to hear him say that. I was getting a bit worried, and it was just about how football looks. Whew.
But, you know, at the same time, it's not a desperation around just winning something, because I just don't think that's, you know, that gets you sort of the sustainable sort of opportunity to be successful. That for me, it's the roots of it, the foundation of it is just to play the game a certain way. Which
oh my God!
Winning things, but you know, at the same time, it's not a desperation around just winning something, because
nice.
And listen, I think this is a justification maybe for going out of the League Cup early, but it just feels so bad. there should be a desperation to want to win. This is being desperate to win and creating a sustainable team that can continue winning. I don't understand why that's suddenly mutually exclusive. Makes zero sense to me whatsoever. It's a weird concept. Of course, there needs to be a desperation to win. I kind of get, if you were asked a hypothetical question, would you rather win nothing and come fourth and progress as a team, or win the League Cup and get relegated? You'd probably pick the progression element, because maybe there's a train of thought that over a longer period of time you could win more, or if you start getting relegated, you're going to lose players, you're not going to progress, you'll win maybe less in the medium to long term. If you got offered that hypothetical scenario, then Big Ange's point makes sense. But that isn't the situation that Spurs are in. They're at no risk of being relegated. They have a good squad, a wealthy football club. They could have played a stronger team in the League Cup and tried to win it. And now, he's not on fraud watch or anything like that, but I'm watching Big Ange and Tottenham carefully, because their fans are already gaslit. The fans have already got their club back. The question I'm looking at is this: how much do they win? That is how you judge the success of players, managers, clubs. What do you win? Now, he's stating that he wants to create a brand of football that's beautiful and brilliant, that will bring sustainable long-term success to the club. You've got to try and win the trophies. You've got to try and win the trophies, and you can't be making, away at Fulham, 8 or 9 changes to your starting lineup and letting scrubs like Davinson Sanchez take penalties. That's just a big L, and I'm sure he was disappointed. But there has to be a desperation to win. Spurs fans, talk to me.
Oh!
Arsenal won the FA Cup.
13.
Wrong, it's 14.
Oh, Robbie.
Name the Arsenal mascot.
Gunnosaurus.
Correct.
We got one right. He got one right there, Robbie did.
Arsenal beat Wigan 4-2 in the last game at Highbury. Thierry Henry scored a hat-trick. Who scored Arsenal's other goal?
Was it Vieira?
It's Robert Pires. How does he not know this?
Wrong, it was Robert Pires. In what year did Arsenal move to the Emirates?
Oh,
Careful. Apologies.
I said shoot. 2004?
Wrong, 2006. Name the...
Oh, my God. Someone sent me this and said Robbie's been exposed as a fake gooner. I don't necessarily think that's the case. But Robbie looked under pressure there. Listen, I'm going to say it now. Robbie's not a fake gooner. Like, someone sent it to me again. Do you think Robbie really supported Arsenal growing up? I know there's always been reports that he actually supported Luton and whatever else, but I think that's nonsense. Robbie is a gooner. I will say this to people. It's pressure. When you've got cameras and presenters and lights shining on you, and you know your video is going to be showed to millions of people, which I think this was Sky's Mastermind show. Pressure builds up, and you will forget things that you know offhand, easy, like the back of your hand, suddenly disappear out your mind. They really, really do. But that made me laugh. Listen, I'm not doing Robbie dirty, but there's a lot of people saying he's a fake Arsenal fan because he didn't know the amount of FA Cups was probably the big one. What year they went to the Emirates, and I thought it was common knowledge that Robert Pires scored that goal. But maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me. Listen, people, let me know what you think and feel. Up next, an interesting one here from DR Sports.
United. I had them finishing 4th. Abby has them finishing 6th. Matisse has them finishing 6th.
That was what was interesting for me. We'll listen to Flex in a minute. 4th from Robbie, still pretty good. But Abby there, 6th. Matisse, 6th. And for all of you that have lasted until 9 minutes on this video, where are you predicting Man United to finish? Because there's a lot of people predicting we're going to collapse and fall away and have a terrible season, which is fair. It's fine. You have whatever opinions you want. I do care what your opinions are, but I'm not going to cry about them. I'm going to say, fine, keep them. But I need people to remain consistent. Because people are saying we're finishing 6th and 7th. They're also stating that the manager got the most, the squad we've currently got is the most expensive ever assembled, and there should be no excuses for him not to win. But at the same time, they say we've got a rubbish squad. That doesn't compute. It makes no logical sense. Some people will, if we do win something or finish in the top 4, people will say, well, you should have done. You've got a brilliant team and manager again. But where are we actually finishing? You can't change your narrative. Where are United finishing? Let me know what you think and feel in the comment section below. Let's listen to Flex here.
I don't see like this capitulation of Man United being 6th and 7th and all them kind of stupidness there. I don't see it.
When I had Man United higher before the transfer window closed, I had the likes of Sancho contributing. I had the likes of Anthony contributing. These guys look like they're not going to be involved. And then
Sancho's probably going to come back. Whether he contributes or not, let's see. Anthony, look, no one understands the scenario fully as of yet. He could be back in a week or out for the entire season. We don't know as of right now. But Man United have barely had any of their new signings even kick a ball so far this season. Barely kick a ball. And we're being written off. Listen, I know there's problems at my club that I think will stop us from ever getting back to the peak of our powers, and I stand by that. But equally, everybody's so quick to United are done, United are finished, United are out of here. We were a hair's breadth away from beating Arsenal, going into the international break on 9 points and beating one of the best teams in England at their own stadium. That's not a bad team. We were phenomenal against Nottingham Forest. Yes, we conceded 2 freak goals early, which can happen. But after that, we dominated. So I think people have got to keep their powder dry with Man United a little bit. But I want your predictions in the comments section below. And then I want you to stick to them. I want you to stick to them. And if you say we're coming 7th and we come 3rd, and I say to you individually, we overachieved, I don't want to hear, no, you didn't. That's literally the definition of overachieving. Where are Man United finishing? Let me know in the comments section below. Until next time, take care. Goodbye. God bless. And I'll see you all.